Okay, welcome back to Rise of the Tomb Raider. Now, if you remember that I was dealing with a fair few things to break, which was some signals to people to read their own notices of where they're going and other little bits and pieces, as well as they're supposed to be a lot like satellite dishes to connect to their own people to talk to. And where I said about with a load of items that you can pick up, and where I said I had a fair load of animals and some cloths that I was full of, and I was going to show you a bit pieces how to do that. So where I left Lara was in a campsite, which is where we are going to be starting. Which will take a bit of time. But we will get there. And here we are. I'm pretty sure it's a bit too dark for you to see, but that's better. Okay, so now then. As I said before, this is where the campsite was, and I said about you earn a lockpick from a guy that's wandered off. And where you'll find him, he will be in this area. There's a nice little warm camp place over here. So he should be over here, but if he's not, which looks like he isn't, so he's still outside, which is where he mainly should be permanently when you talk to him. But he's still hiding somewhere, but we'll deal with that in a little while. Right, so back to the campsite with your skills and everything else. But also, I shall do this bit again, which was to show you with all your items you pick up, which would have been your cloths, your hides, where as you can see I've got 25 cloths out of 25, 10 of the plants, and the hides up to 20, and 25 nuts that I've got, and mushrooms 10, 18 of the sticks from the tree trunks, and feathers with 16 out of 20. Now with the oil, that's up to 0 out of 20, which is that you won't be getting them for a little while. Okay, that's the pot of that problem. As well as same with the boar meat or boar fat, shall we say. You'll collect this one, and you'll collect only one of these for the time being. And as I went in one of the caves that was there, I picked up a few of them, and in one of the caves that was having a bag I picked up. And if you can remember, I was starting at the top of the last recording where I showed you to hop back up to the part where your camp is, where you zip your way down from a line that I started, and show you can get back up there by upgrading your things when you got a skill point collected added to it. One of the caves that I went into, it was where some wolves were, and where you would have picked up a map, and also there was another map after you was dealing with some guys that was in a nice little place with some chests that's locked, and where I had a little fire camp. Well, it's not a camp, it's more like a fire thing in a little cylinder, where I slung it towards where two guys were standing by the flammable thing that exploded when I slung it. And when I went a bit further up and climbed up on a specific point where I would have found another map. And speaking of a map, it would have been right there. So one would have been over there, and the bag would have been there. It's right there that I picked up. Okay, and also there was another map that was there where the wolves were, so that's where that would have been. Okay, so right, next of all, I was going to show you the other bits, which was into the camp settings with Infinity. Right, now Infinity, right, if you've got a fair load of the specific things that you can't carry anymore, then way to deal with that, right, before I do that, right, it's the same thing with these, which this is a bow of arrows. So if you've got a fair few arrows and you want a lot more, because you only can carry 20 arrows, so if you want more arrows, you want to go for this one right here that's white, which means you have plenty of specific things for you to pay for. So if I keep it like it is now, and where you can see it saying cost, which will cost you 10 cloths and 4 sticks of wood and a cat kind of creature. Alright, that's what they would have cost, but I'm not going to deal with that at the moment. So once you pay for one of those, if you wanted to, you'll get an extra 15 of those, I think. And then same again, once you've done those, the red cross will come off this one here, but it will stay red because you'll need extra 12 cloths and 15 animals and 1 bear is what it's going to cost you. But you'll need crafting ministry, and you need another one below that. I can't quite read it from there because it is red, and there's quite a fair lot of written on it. So it was said with GEAR that's required, that was with the word saying HUNTERS, and the next word across that, which is QUYER. So I'm not too sure how to pronounce, how to spell that, or how to pronounce to say what it's called. right? Now, with these nuts, right, now, the thing with these things, if you do one of these, which is white, because I've got plenty of those, which is costing 5 cloths and 15 animals, because I've only got 25 cloths, which is the maximum number I've got that is in total that you can only carry at the moment. We have 20 animals, and so with the nuts, once you select it, it'll give you a lot more of a specific different things you can carry in total. Okay, so it's best for you to select that now if you've got the same amount as what I've got. Okay, so now that'll go great. If I move it down, you can see dark grey coloured, as well as this one right here, because you got the lock pick. Okay, so whatever you got goes grey. Now with the second nut sets, it's got a red cross in it because you need a specific thing. Same goes with the arrows I said that needed a crafting ministry and the other bit. But with the nuts, with the second nut that's red crossed, is that you'll need crafting ministry as well. Okay, but also you'll need 9 cloths and 20 animals and 1 bear. Okay, right, now, so if you want the next set of the crafting ministry, what you want to do is go into skills for this, and the crafting ministry, you'll find it in your skill settings, and the ministry one will be hiding somewhere. I shall find it in a minute. I wonder if it's in this one, I wonder. There it is. Crafting ministry. So now that wants to be unlocked by getting 4 more unlocked, as in for you to pick out. But I have only got 4 skills at the minute, so you're going to need an extra 1 to buy that. Well, you're not buying it, it's more just selecting it to have what you want. Okay, right, now what I would suggest is to leave your take less damage for now, because you should be all right. Okay, but you probably would want is your one with that I'm on at the minute, which will give you extra XP. Okay, so that'll help you get your skills to boost up a bit more quicker than you should. Okay, and this will give you for dodge counter to earn extra XP when successfully PERFORMING a DODGE kill. So that means that if you stab someone in the back or just kill some people without being spotted, or just kill them, and then it will just give you a bit more extra XP. So you want to grab that. So that's the best one you probably want to get hold of. Or you can, well, you better pick off that one first. And also you might want to put this one right here with the paw, that's at the top of the left corner. That'll give you your arrows back from the enemies that you kill. So if there's a bear or a deer or any other animals that's around, like a rabbit that's been hopping around the place, so you might want to use that to collect up some arrows if you've been missing a fair few times on enemies and you just hit a bear or something with a fair load of times. You'll get most of your arrows back that you might want to use, or this one to help you find your animals better, which will allow you to press your R3 key and it will glow to tell you where they are in the dark if you want, which I probably would do now to show you what it does. So I'll take that. Right, the next one along, this one will tell you where the animals are by pressing R3, and it will give you some footprints in the snow. So if you was in a normal place and you can see them and you can go and get them, but if you're not in snow and you want to try and find them, well, you can't really, but you'll just have to use the R3 key to glow where they are. But if you're in the snow, and you can just press that one when you selected it by pressing R3, and it'll show you the footprints. Okay, so I'm going to select that as well to show you, because I'm low on animals. Right, also you could use fast crafting. That means reload your arrows quicker by keeping R1 pushed in with making sure you've got your bow on your hands, like with pushing the up key when you're fighting, and just select it and just do it that way if you wanted to. Or you could use enemies knocked out and earn extra XP for that as well with the objects they're going to give you. You could use that if you want, or light footprints to say if you've got some enemies around you and you're quite high somewhere and you want to get down for a great distance, then they'll struggle to hear you. Excuse me. Okay, that's it. No more sneezing. But yeah, you can use that if you want, which I'm probably going to take. So now I'm going to end up with no skills whatsoever. So now the rest of the ones that I said about with, was it in the football print? Or was it in this one? Was it in this one? Yes, it was. No, it's not. It's on the other one. So now, like I said, with the crafting ministry, it'll be, instead of having a great big red line across the items, there will come off when you've selected some of the other ones that's asking for however how many skills to open up for you to use when they're free. Some of these ones that's got no numbers on them, it will just say a specific item that you'll need to get it to go grey, to be white to start off with, to be selected. Okay, so you can just do that. Okay, so for now I'm going to try and get one more skill point or even more before I select the crafting ministry. Okay, right, so once that's been dealt with, now, so like I say, when I push up key, it'll show you a chance of switching what comes up with your bow, but it won't do that because I haven't got them yet. Okay, so same again, if you want a pistol, push down and you'll be all set. Okay, also there's a deer there. And remember, when it goes red, it tells you your accuracy is right on them, ready to kill. If you're not even near it, it'll go white. So I'm going to take him out with the bullet gun I've got, which is something hand cannon. Where is he? I want some animal stuff, please. Deer, if you stop walking around. But now, once you hit them once, they'll go slower. Where are you? I know you're around here. But also you want to keep your ears sharp so you can tell where they are. But also, as I was going to say, right, when I selected it with on the skills where I touched the animal thing, so if I push R3 in now, it will glow at the deer. But as he's not near me yet, he's right. There you go. I can see now. So if I try and as you can see, there's a rabbit there. It's run off. It'll go yellow or white, as you can see from say that locker there. It will go yellow. So if I can spot where the deer is, and then he'll go a certain colour. There it is. If I move a bit, move a certain distance. Where are you? But like I said, there's the deer. He's there. He's walking around in a circle. If I can find there you go, a rabbit there. You see there's two rabbits. They're white and yellow. There, coming towards me. So that's what that skill's for, to show you where they're hiding for a bit more easier. So as the deer's there, he's walking around. So if I get a bit more closer towards him before I stun him, push R3 key in, then he'll glow like that. See? Right, now with the other skill point I use for the animals, when you're in darker areas, yeah, I'll deal with that in a little while, Missy Moo. So when you're in a cave, like where those walls were, and where I picked up a map, you'll see some footprints in there, and that's what that'll do. Alright, right, now if you can remember that I sorted out some of these things where I ripped them out with the axe. Once you've done that, now you can go and find the guy. But also, as you can hear the sound rising. So now if I push L3 in, you'll see the wolf there. He's down there. He's going to run off. Okay, so he'll run off. Also, what I'm going to do is pick up some arrows from here, and you'll find all sorts of arrows scattered around all over the place. Okay. Right, so if I go in here, you'll find some footprints. If I get in the right place, you should find them. There you go. They're right in there. Look, there's a little line. There's a trail. There you go. This looks yellow. It'll go like that. Okay. So you'll find them easy. Oh. You want to try and eat my face off? I don't think so. So when you come into that sort of position, you can press your triangle or Y. Ow! Ow! Alright. You want to eat me? I'll stab you in the belly or in the neck. Yeah, I'm pretty sure last stabs in the neck. Right, so now if I touch this button with L3, there are little dots there. Look, you can see there's a little pokey little dot pointing around. If you look very carefully, you can see little paws with the wolves walking around the place. So you can use that as a advantage to see where you find your wolves or your deers and things, and you can just do it like that. So that's what that skill's for. Okay, so it might be handy for you. Alright. Right, okay, so that's that understood for you, hopefully. But also now what I'm going to do is go up here, which is what you can do, to find another one of these star things.
You've been the first to light a star of progress. Huh. In praise of cosmonauts.
And so you can use those things to help you boost your R letters to go up. And every different item you pick up, which is your relics or ski on, I'm on about fucking Tomb Raider on now. Oh well. Okay, right, so with your relics and your documents, they'll give you different letters, okay? They'll help you. Right then, okay. So, now then, will I find any more deers around it? But you should be able to, because once you've gone to a certain place and go back to places where you've been before, they will repair to turn back up. Also with this plant here that I tried to pick up, I had far too many of them. I can pick that back up. Like I say, they're all random and you can just keep picking them up. Okay. Right, also, I'll tell you what, deal with that later. Okay, right, so you can go up here now and continue moving on over here. So you get your axe and keep pressing your B or square and bring yourself up here. Okay. Now you want to climb on top of it and use your axe. Push your square when you get to jump like that and pull yourself up. Right, now what I'm going to get you to do, if you want, you can go this way and you'll find another nut to pick up from here if you want it. It's up to you what you want to pick up. Right, also you'll find a box right here, and I'll collect some feathers and one of them things I said there, they're explosive little things that you can increase. But also now I'm going to go over it. You can jump across, bring them bits of the tree. Right, the thing I was going to go on about was one of these things. Right, now this one, it wants our letter to have 2 on it, which I've got. So that means you can get Lara to read it.
This writing seems to be pointing to something nearby.
So as you said, there's something pointing nearby. Lara says there's something nearby, which means there's where you can find some coins. Which, as I said, there's 9 coins in total with the survival caches and bits and pieces with the relics and everything else. But the way to get the coins is to do to read those. So now every time you read those, some will pop up. And each one of those things you get allowed to read, you only get 3 coins on each one. Okay, so as there's 9 coins to be collected up, there's going to be 3 of those tool things that I got allowed to read, that first one there. And the way to know where those are, they look like these. These are the ones that looks like what you got allowed to read. Okay, so this one here, when I said that you need R3 for that one, so you can't get allowed to read that. All right, so you've got to keep an eye on looking for those for allowed to give you some coins to get you to dig up to take on your way. Okay, right, okay, so that is that all done and dusted. Right, now you'll find some guys, bad guys up here. Right, you want to take these out. Right, there's one guy there and another guy over here somewhere. And you can tell where he is when the red line that I'm poking at now will go red. So you want to make sure you go for the head shot, really. And once you've done him, try and go for the other 2, because there's only 3 of them. Okay, so once you've done that, you know what to do, because you can take whatever they're going to give you. So press your B or square, and that one's just giving me 4 pistol bullets for this gun and something else. Can't remember now because it's going too quickly. Alright, also pick the other one up as well from the other guy, which gives me a nut for a change. How nice. And the other guy seems to fall off over there, which will give me 1 cloth and another 4 of those bullets. Okay, alright, now then, with the coin from that tool thing I read, one of them should be oh yeah, he'll be over here, which will give you 7 coins and some of your skill points to be builded up with 25 plus for that one. So make sure you do those. Okay. Right, also you'll find one of these things for you to do if you want. It's up to you. And also you'll find something to dig up over it, which will give me another nut and 35 plus for my skill point to be boosted up. How nice. But yeah, you want most of your skill points as where as it wants to be. Now you'll find a nice thing in here. Like I said, you want to rip the door off with the axe. Same goes with the other doors. And I'll rip them off. But also I'm going to take that nut now actually from that box, which gives me 2 instead. Now you find a shop.
Look, I'm on your side here. I've been working as a maintenance tech for Trinity out here, but I've got to get out of here. These people are insane. I've been stockpiling gear. It's yours, if you can pay for it. They won't notice a few missing items, but if they catch wind, or if they see me with you, I'm a dead man. I'll need some untraceable currency in case things go south. Gold, preferably. You think we can make a deal?
I'll see what I can dig up.
Right, now what you'll find on this tabletop, you'll find some rifles. Well, 1 rifle, which is right here, and it says it wants 140 coins on the right hand side of the circle, and on the left side, as you can see a line between each one of those big numbers. No, his head's in the blue way. And the first line on the left says 39, which is what I've got, and the rifle is 140. Alright, so you want to make sure that the left line of the numbers joins up the ones on the right numbers on the corner. Okay, right, so that is a rifle. On this side is a shotgun, which is typical well, this just says a shotgun. Alright, so you've got shotgun and a rifle on the table top there. Alright, also you'll find a pistol scope. It's not a scope, it's a... Right, so this thing with your pistol, right, so if you fire it, you go bang, and if you buy that thing and you got it, and then the pistol will just go bang, 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 instead of a full bang. So you can use that to stop people hearing you where you're walking around and where you're shooting whoever's away from the other person. So you can use that for advantage, but that's 25 coins. So if I bring this camera down just there, you'll see both of those numbers are white, because on the left side there's 39 coins I've got, and the other line on the right says 25. So the one on the right says how much I want you to give me that thing for, and the one on the left says how many you got. Okay, right, so the next one along here is a rope ascender. Now if you remember on Tomb Raider 2013, you'll get that to use on that. So if you can remember what it looks like when you was on the boat to sort out Alex on Tomb Raider 2013, and you deal with a big guy and you'll collect it from him. Okay, and also I'll do a Tomb Raider 2000 recording for that sometime as well. Okay, so you'll find that there. And also this is a rifle not sure how to pronounce that, but that is a laser. So you can use that to guide, to know what you're aiming at. So if you're in a dark area and you bright that, and you can see a red circle in the middle of it, so it glows up a bit more better for you to see it. Okay, and as this one's got red written all over the numbers, which is costs 120, but I've only got 39, so you might want to use that for advantage. On this thing, this is a rifle, I'm trying to pronounce how that's spelled, what it means, but it's an automatic thing that's 25 coins to be paid for if you wanted it. And this box is an outfit to wear, which is Commando. Pretty sure it's Commando or how it's pronounced, but COMMANDO outfit. You can use that if you want. Right, you can use that, which is a black tank something on it, and on this side, which is a crafting tool. Okay, but like I said, there's two parts of them around somewhere, but one's definitely here, but I can't pay for it because it's 175. Okay, so once you picked up one part of it on a locker or somewhere else, this one will change. Okay, But like I say, any of the lockers might have different things in them. Okay, so keep that in mind. Right, but what I'm going to do is leave all that alone because we're going to move on. Right, you'll find a locker, a speaker right here.
It's not nukes.
So I'm going to cancel that off so we don't have to hear all that talking again. But when you play at your own time, or if you've never played it and you want to buy it on PS4 or buy it on or in a game shop, you can get it there and then listen to it yourself. You can just do it that way. Okay, right, you want to climb up this ladder, and now there's a scene going to pop up when I press this X, and so hope you enjoy it, and here it goes, zipping all the way down.
Your reports have ceased. Trinity's growing concern. We've had trouble with the natives. Our communications were offline, but everything is now under control. If the situation becomes untenable, we will step in. It won't. You sent me for a reason. I was chosen for this. I will succeed. See that you do. Hey!
That was not very nice, was it? No Jose-o.
Laura, are you okay? Oh, thank God. Anna, what are you doing here? I don't know. I can't remember. What's happening, Laura? I'm scared. I'm so sorry. I didn't think they'd come after you. This is all my fault. Who? Who are they? What did they want? The same thing my father was after. Oh no, Laura. I told you not to do this. Whatever they want, just give it to them. It's not that simple. Just hold on. I'll get us out of here. Somehow.
Look who's returned.
Don't touch her! Please. No.
Talk!
No! No, you bastard!
Where's the divine source?
Please! Just stop! I don't know where it is! That's enough. She doesn't know. What? You? No. You're with them! I can't believe this. You can't!
Well, that's not very nice, is it? Slapping her around her face.
You couldn't let it go, could you? I knew you'd find your way to this place. What did you expect? Doesn't have to be this way. We seek the same thing. You could use someone like you. You want a purpose in your life. We can provide that. You've got to be kidding. I've seen how Trinity operates. Is that a no? It's a no fucking way! Tell me, Anna, were you recruited by Trinity before or after you started screwing my father? I loved Richard. But he was blinded by idealism, and it destroyed him. What would you do with the artifact? Show it to the world. Redeem your father's good name. You're still so naive. Just a frightened little girl trying to walk in her daddy's shoes.
That's not very nice either, is it? Including that.
We're done here.
No, not yet. You and I, we can still be on the same side of history. Think about it. This isn't over. Bastard!
Perhaps that's all he knows how to be.
I thought I was alone.
So did I, but here we are. So what should I call my new acquaintance?
Nothing. I won't be singing.
Constantine has little patience.
Nor do I.
So I see. Nice trick. Can you get us out of here?
There's no us. I don't even know who you are or why you're here. Sorry. I'm not feeling particularly trusting right now.
You won't get far without me.
You don't know how far I've come. What do you know about them?
A sect. Ancient and secretive. They believe themselves to be doing the work of God.
From what I've seen, they're pretty far from holy.
Right then. So once they've done their talking, now it's my turn. Right, so this is Jacob, that is the prisoner that Lara's managed to find. So, now, as
They're after the same thing as you. Something we can't give them.
Can't or won't?
Is there a difference?
Yes, one implies a choice.
Smart.
so as Anna and her best mate has locked us in here. Right, as you can see, there's something up there, which means
How did
something.
you end up in there?
When Constantine and his men arrived,
Doesn't quite make any sense to you, does it?
I didn't know who we were dealing with.
We.
My people. We live in the valley, just over the mountain pass.
Right. So, now what you've got to do is find a way of getting out. Now, as you can see, there's two differences here. You can see something over there, which was previously when you saw a couple of things when I was in another area, was a rope. So now, this means something. If it doesn't, then you'll understand what. Right, now, as you can see, there's a hole,
There's a breeze coming through here. Might be able to break through.
and as Lars says, you can break through. Now you're thinking, how do I do that? Right, well, what you want to do is walk right over here, go and grab this bit of metal of radiator or some waterfall kind of thing.
I'll let you know what I think of it.
Yeah, Jacob, what's my plan, eh? Well, we will be using this axe and break through this wall.
Careful.
Why do we have to be careful, Jacob? Eh? You want to make some mess on the floor, don't they? Just to get through. Because you're not going to get out, are you?
All the more reason to get out of here.
Right, so you squeeze through here with your L3 pushed in a bit upwards. And now walk to the tabletop. But before that, if I touch up key and down key, I haven't got no weapons. So when this scene turns up, you won't have no weapons whatsoever. So now if you move forward towards the table, you'll have a rope.
Is there a way out?
No,
And
but I found something that might be useful.
a new bow. So now what we want to do is go back where you came. And as I said, now,
We don't want to attract attention.
yeah, just give us a second. Right, so now what I said about the bow, and when I said you need a rope, you've got the rope, which means you can get yourself out from pulling this thing down. Right, now why you want to do this is to hold L2 in, and as you can see now I've got 0 arrows and 0 gases. So now what you want to do with the rope, right, you want to pull it towards the rope and make sure the accuracy is poked onto the rope where it's got a red, like a arrow or a kind of shape. Now with the bow and the pistol you had, you do the same thing to aim at it and press R2 to fire it. So same thing with the rope, and you just do exactly the same button every time.
It works. Can you get out?
Okay, right, so now what you want to do is get yourself back out by pressing A or X.
Wait. Let me out. Help you.
I can't trust you.
We may not be enemies. I can see that. I suspect you do too.
I work better alone.
I know the layout. I know the land.
I'm a fast learner.
I no doubt that. Maybe I can offer you something more valuable. I know what you're all after.
Do you know? Do you really? But he does. He certainly does. If you know your Tomb Raider games, you know exactly what I'm on about.
Thank you. I'm Jacob.
Because I know Melanie Mack does.
Take this. In case we get separated.
So you might want to check her YouTube channel out if you want.
We have to move. The guards will be coming through on rounds any moment.
Right
Do
then,
you know the way out?
before you move out
Yes.
of that
I've
place where
had some time
Jacob's
to
just
study
moved,
this place.
what we want to do is move this way to pick up another radio.
We began invasion of the
So instead of listening talking, there's a circle button. Right, now what we want to do is go round this side now, which you'll find another box.
A silver cigarette case.
Right, now with this place where you are now in this area. Okay, so you started from over it where the shop was and where I zipped all the way down. As you can see, there's a little line here, which is what that little zip line did. It slung me across all the way in the middle, and the video clip came up and I was dumped right in here. So you got all this place to go around to come. Okay. Right. So now, once that's been picked up, now you want to go to follow Jacob.
How long were you in that cell?
Long enough to learn that Constantine won't stop until he's found what he's looking for.
The divine source. Is it here?
Trust must go both ways, Lara.
Right. Now, as you can see, I've got no arrows in my bow. Alright. And also, when I push up, you'll see you'll have your bow, your new bow, as well as your pistol gun back. So you'll have those two back. Right, now with the bow, if you haven't got no arrows, you want to hold R2 in, so you'll get some arrows back. Okay, so I'm going to push that in 2 times to give me 10, as it give me 5 each. And with a pistol, you can't reload that. Okay, so you're going to have to find something.
What is this?
A history lesson. This place has its own scars.
It was a work camp.
Right, now what I'm going to do is pick this radio up, which what you can do,
I find
and stop that talking so you can hear me instead of that. Now you'll find the locker right here that you can use your axe to rip open if you want, and also you can have a pot to take with a feather or whatever it wants to give you. Okay, so you can open that lock if you want, but I'm going to leave that for a moment because I'm going to rip the door open, because you can. And just keep pushing it. Okay. And next is there's another box
and what then?
for another nut, which give me 2 instead. Right, now I'm going to go for the box, which will give me a compound bow, 1 pot. So, like I said, there's 4 pieces of it you got to pick up. Whatever weapon you find in the boxes, you have to get 4 of each. Okay, so once you've done that, I'm going to climb up the ladder. Well, you'll find another ladder in a minute. Nope, not a ladder, just a hole. Right, now you've got some people to deal with. Right then. What you want to do is let these people walk around the place first before you do anything.
Constantine wants a team up at the copper mill before the storm sets in.
Right. Next of all, you'll find some blocks of wood tied up that you can take if you want, which I'm going to leave for a minute, because you can find a net of feathers right there to take, which I'm going to do. So I'm going to need a couple of them. Right, now what I'm going to do, right, is point my bow. Right, I can point out there are 4 people on top of places. So you'll find one there. Right, you'll find one there with a red bit I'm pointing at. And you'll find another one right there. And you'll find another guy up there. And also you'll find a guy right here. Right, you want to be careful with this guy because he'll fall off the track. Okay, so you want to be very careful. Right, so the bestest way to do this is to take out this guy first. Right, and go for the one that's up here. So you want to take him out. Then take out the one right here. Okay, now with this guy that's walking on this track, you want to be careful how you knock him over, because he might dangle and fall off on the ground for the other people to see, or he might stay there. So you need to be very careful how you do this. Or another way, is he going to stay? Yes, he is, for me. Okay, the other idea, what you could have done, was to climb this ladder and then just try and take out the other ones that's on the ground over here, if you wanted to. Right, so now what I'm going to do is continue going this way to pick up pieces of this guy right here, which could be 5 arrows and 2 springs, which is quite lucky. Right, now then, what I'm going to try and do is take him out. Take him out, and hopefully the other ones won't get alerted to come to find me, which we want to be careful of. Which could be the answer for me, which it sounds to be all quiet at the minute. Right, so now what we want to do is dangle on this rope and shimmy across over it. And let go of the rope by circle or the other letters on your Xbox. So I'm going to pick up pieces off him, which is going to be 6 pistol bullets and a nut. Alright. Now I'm going to try and find the other guy that wandered off, which is down there. So I'm going to use a bow for this one and take him out. Now what I'm going to do is jump straight into the bush, which you'll find down right here, and grab a bit of a stick of wood. Right, now you'll find a guy in here. Okay, so you want to take him out. Right. Now I'm going to try and nudge him over for a minute and take his bit off. Right, now you'll find a bunch of these things scattered around the place. Okay, and also you'll find a gate right here. It slides across to the right, which where you need to open it up. Okay, but also don't push your R2 with your L2 button, because otherwise it will rebound this shed bit and it'll hit it, and it might trigger off the people that's already out of the place. Okay, right, and also I'm going to pick up a radio track from right here. Okay, and I'm going to double check that I have picked up the people's 2 pieces. No, I've picked up the pieces from Ben. So I'm going to take 5 bullets and a cloth from that guy, and this guy's going to give me 1 nut and 4 of them. But also you can use a bow or whatever to knock that out. Okay, you can do that with it. Okay, but now also, like I said with the bottles earlier, is where you can grab it and possibly get yourself somewhere, stand behind somewhere. if you wanted, and you can sling it somewhere over there
I'm gonna check it out.
to get the other guy to bugger off.
Back up.
Okay, and get him to bugger off and let the other guy deal with the machine that's over there. So you can walk slowly by pushing the up key slowly, and then when the triangle turns up, or the Y, press it, and down he goes, he's gone. Also you'll find a deer down it if you haven't got all your things all the way up the top of the amount you can carry, which I haven't because I've spent some of them. And then we go behind this guy and stab it, strangle him around the neck. Like I said, when you hear that sort of noise, it says there's no more around. So we'll take that off him, which gives me 6 arrows and 2 cloths, I think. So now with these things, you'll find 7 around here, or 6. But you're going to need 10 to knock down. I'm pretty sure it's going to be 6 at least. Right, so there's 1 there, and the other one I just knocked over, which was which is right there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, right, now the way to get that gate open is to now get over it and get Lara to push the button in this machine thing. Okay, so now that opens up the gate that's over there.
Jacob, I found a way to open the inner gate.
Head to the courtyard. I'm already inside.
And you reckon, how did he get in that place first before Lara, eh? Right, now, what you can do is either use a bow or a pistol, or you can use your axe. And using your axe is Y or triangle, which you'll still have. You can just use your axe instead of using the rest of the other things. Or you can use a bottle to sling it at if you want. So you'll find 2 of those in here, which will give you 4. Okay. And then I'm going to bring one of these out. Alright. It should be. Oh, they're up. Alright. And you find another one of these. Right here. And like I said, you can use whatever you want and make sure the circle aims at the right bit. And then sling it with R2 with your L2 pushed in to get the axe ready. And push the R2 once. And Laura smashed it and burnt it to pieces. But also when you're in flames like that, you have to move a couple of inches away from it. You don't want to stay there for far too long. Okay, so there's number 5. And your 6, which is right here. Okay, so there's 6 over here, and the rest are around somewhere else, but I'll show you where those are in a little while. Right, so burn that down. Right, now what you want to do is tie your rope. Right, so the way to tie your rope is make sure you can find one of these ropes that's tied around the bark. And so again, L2 and R2. When the red symbol changes from grey or white, one or the other. Alright, and now with your lockpick, you can open lockers like these. And the way to do with these, just hold square or B and just keep it in until you hear that sound. And I will get 1 poison gas into my bow to use. And the way to use those is R1. Okay. Alright, so you got those. Okay, right, now what I'm going to do is get Lara to climb up the rope. And with the rope descender, you can use that to get yourself up faster.
What about Anna? I need to get in there.
And Jacob's over there, walking through. So we will hop across straight here. and over this bit.
Be careful.
You'll be okay. You won't fall off from there. Alright, press circle. And now you'll be having another cutscene turning up. Okay, and here it comes.
I cannot wait to leave this frozen hell.
Then I have good news. Reconnaissance from the scouts. The natives have a settlement on the other side of the mountain.
Soon, you will have your day.
We both will. Just as long as you don't lose focus again.
What do you mean?
You were sentimental about her. The Croft girl, I can tell because she's still alive. We can't afford to dwell on the past.
You doubt me? You know what I've given to Trinity, what I've sacrificed, what I face. I'm fine.
No, you're not.
Life has not been kind to either of us, but I swore I'd always protect you.
Now who's being sentimental?
I promise you. All of this will be worth it in the end. With a divine source, you will live. But more importantly, you will live in a world cleansed of sin.
Send your men to this settlement. Find out what they know. It's too dangerous.
And that's not going to help you out, is it? It's going to freaking kill you. With a flicking fag in your gob.
Let me have my pleasures.
That very nice things.
None of this will matter. The day our work is accomplished.
Constantine, you're needed in the holding cells. We're in this together, sister. Remember.
Always.
So they're a part of a family, eh? Anna and Constantine.
What are you doing?
Mankind shall be judged. The non-believers turned to ash and swept away. And the pure of faith will be raised up and given life eternal. Get out! I'll find you!
And there's more guys. Oh no. Okay, so that is where I'm gonna leave you. Right, and this is where I'm gonna leave Lara as well. So next time we'll be doing some more Rise of the Tomb Raider. Take care.